there! So today we have another review. This is a beer from Kona, and this is Castaway IPA. So this is, reason why I'm reviewing this is that it was stupid cheap. It was something like $4.99 for a 6-pack, and just thought I'd try it out. Obviously an AB InBev product, so they get to sell their beers at ridiculous prices sometimes. So Liquid Aloha, pretty like fun kind of bottle shape on this one. This was packaged, 6 weeks ago. So let's dig into this one. I've reviewed a couple of their beers already. Have a couple waiting to be beer experiments, and this one is actually don't even know where it's brewed. It says Kona, Hawaii, but probably not. And it says Orlando or Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 6% IPA. Let's dig into it. Beautiful beer, right? Classic IPA appearance, crystal clear. Comes in a light gold to medium amber color, deep gold to light amber color. Fluffy white head, nice and persistent. Slightly off white, tiny bubble. So yeah, even though it's 6 weeks fresh and I found in the fridge section, it doesn't pop. Like, I get a little bit light citrus note, but a little bit of malt in there. Pretty quite flat on the nose. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got a classic kind of like citrusy orange thing. I want to compare it to something like Cascade, so leaning towards something like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, but it's a little bit more bitter for sure. A little bit pushed back on the crystal malt, but it's a clean beer, nice and dry. It's got that just like classic. It's again, people like are used to New England IPA where it's like a full-on juice bomb. This is more that kind of like classic grapefruit zest, orange peel. Sort of like, I think one of the good analogies that Augie Carton recently gave was that it's sort of like creme brulee kind of grapefruit. You know, you just get like grapefruit, some sugar on it, and just like brulee it with some high heat. And this one's a little bit more restrained in that sweetness, but it's just like bitter grapefruit, a little bit of sweetness. This is a classic IPA. Surprising from, I mean, it is Kona, so like you might expect something more tropical, but this is more classic kind of West Coast. But, you know, in the package right now, I don't think it honestly shines too much. You know, the fact I couldn't smell much on it, and I sense maybe a little bit of that oxidation just starting on the back end. You know, this might be a beer that has sat on the shelf for, hey, maybe they just put it in the fridge recently and it's been sitting on a warm shelf for 6 weeks. So that sounds about fair. It's fine beer. It's actually like in the middle of the road kind of beer. I would argue it's somewhere around Goose Island IPA, but maybe a little bit better than that. Granted, I'm in the range of the AB InBev IPAs where there's some fantastic ones, including shelf freshies like Elysian Space Dust and Wicked Weed Pernicious. Just fantastic beers, you know, despite the fact that AB has taken over those breweries. This is just like kind of like, you know, it's like your concert or baseball game / football game kind of IPA, if you can find craft. So your beer for me gets a 80, a little bit soapy too. A little bit of like soapy kind of floral thing dancing in there. So a little bit more complexity than that straight kind of just like citrus rind on this one. This beer for me gets a 83. Yeah. Castaway IPA from Kona. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know what you think. Later.